Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back for some more Super League action. Hope everyone's well. Anime Dude, welcome back. I'm not doing too bad, mate. How are you? I'm absolutely blistering in this heat. Yes, I know I've got a hoodie on, but it's the lightest one that I've got available. I was going to change to a t-shirt, but a few in the wash at the moment. Evening, Alex. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. So, teams are up on the screen. I'm a happy bunny, mate. I'm not going to lie. I'm a bit of a happy bunny. I'll tell you why in a sec. The fan is on at the moment. I don't know how bad it is. But if you guys think it's genuinely, if it's fine to listen to during the game, I might have to keep it on. It's not going to be great for the stream highlights video. If it's unbearable, I will switch it off at times. James, good to see you again, mate. Welcome back. Let's have a listen. Let's just listen on stream. I actually can't hear it on stream. I actually can't even hear it. Alright, that's not too bad. You lie, Alex, you lie. I genuinely can't hear it. No, but I went back on stream and listened to it. Like, I turned the fan off now. When I listen back on stream, I can't hear it. Yeah, I can hear it. It's like static. I can barely hear it. Okay. Should be alright then. Should be. If you guys have your own predictions, let me know. I'm so tempted to put you on the naughty step for 10 seconds, Alex. I'm so tempted. So tempted. You know, I expected better from you, Alex. I thought I knew what I was going to get, but what I didn't realise I was going to get, a bastard. That's what I didn't realise. Anyway, James says, come on, you Reds, but as a whole FC picture. Well, sometimes people don't hate rivals. Sometimes people don't hate other teams. Castleford KR is going to be on... Oh, it's on main event. Let's go. We're on main event. We're moving up in the world. So, folks, for those that haven't seen yet, just Monster for now, I might have to get a fresh one soon. For those that haven't seen yet, if you go to either my TikTok, and it's the latest video of me in this hoodie, so you can identify it, or you go to my channel, go to posts. There is the latest post is about an interview that I've got coming up in a few days. So my first face-to-face well, not face-to-face, but recorded rugby league interview is going to be recorded in a few days. Now, if you want to submit any questions, submit them there. And the most liked comments, I'll pick the most liked comments. You can ask personal questions, but it will be within reason. I haven't really spoken to the player about what kind of questions are and aren't okay, but I would imagine personal questions are fine, just as long as it's within reason and, it's nothing insensitive or anything like that. I'll have to sort of filter through, but the questions that people most want to know the answer to, I'll ask. Not hiding anything. Oh, Rhinos and Saints on main event too. Oh, okay. Well, that's alright. I realised as well, with the two games tomorrow, I put a poll up in the post tab as well. People voted for the majority voted for the Saints Leeds game to be what I stream tomorrow. I realised that I actually have streamed that game before, but I haven't done Wakefield versus Wigan. It's the first time they've played. So I should have committed to Wakefield Wigan, but I forgot that I hadn't streamed that game yet. That matchup yet this season. So I should have done that one, but people voted for the other one, so I will do that one because they voted for it. Hull FC will win on Sunday against Salford. Would be amazing if they didn't, James. Oh, it would be truly splendid if they didn't. So yeah, if you've got any questions, go to my channel, go to the post tab, and submit any questions you got there. Lovely. But some other news as well. Somebody else that I was interviewing, they don't do face-to-face interviews, but I submitted a bunch of questions to them. They got back to me today with some incredible responses. Like, I wasn't sure whether I was going to get one-word answers, one-sentence answers. They came back to me with detail. Like, and really strong responses. So there is an interview, like Q&A, that's going to be on the website in the next day or two with a well-known player. Let's see, can I give you an exclusive? Maybe I'll give you the question and answer. I'll give you an exclusive. Is there anything that doesn't give away the player? Okay, maybe this one. Okay, okay, there is one that doesn't give away who it is, so I'll give you an exclusive. Okay, here we go. So, one of the questions I asked was, you've experienced a range of different pre-season approaches, from trips abroad to army-style camps. In your experience, what kind of pre-season best prepares you mentally and physically going into the season? What do you find works best for building team chemistry before round one? So that was the question that I asked. And their response was, this is a tough question because it really depends on the players and squad you have and where you are as a squad and club. Army camps are really good at the right times. They can install mental and physical toughness and bring a group closer together. Warm weather camps can be good for quality and combinations, while spending time together getting to know each other, getting to know one another. One thing that is a must every year is preparing the body and mind to be ready for the season ahead, and collectively trying to build reps with units and players around you, so you're able to start the season off well. The two common themes every club will do is army camp and warm weather camps. So that's their response to that, but that's just one of like 8, 9, maybe 10 questions, something like that. So there's a few more to get through, but that doesn't really give away. That doesn't give away who it is. Oh yeah, 7 minutes till kick-off. We're close. That's who Alex is guessing. Okay. You know, my FC teacher kept mocking Rovers, and 30 seconds after he said Rovers were crappy, he broke Mrs. chair. Interesting. Okay, right then. Right, there is a poll in the live stream chat. If you've got a vote, make sure you put one in. If you've got an exact score prediction, let me know as well. Hit 9,000 subs as well, actually, the other day. Okay, I'll do a quick run through of the squads. Spinal recurred. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh dear, oh dear. Right then, the squads. Evening, Kieran. Oh, by the way, Kieran, have you heard from RL Commercial yet about the tickets? Hopefully you have done. because I'm going to try and start preparing for the next fundraiser. But I want to make sure everyone's actually been given their stuff. Or okay, nothing yet. I'll send them an email, Kieran, and ask when they intend to send you an email, because they might not think about it yet. It might be a few weeks before, but I'll get in touch with them. Okay, David Lund says Castleford 6, Hull KR 38. Okay, that's not massively different to what I predicted. Personally, it's given Hull KR a few more points. Guessed, but no worries. Yeah, I'll get in touch with them. I want to make sure everyone's actually got their stuff before I actually do another fundraiser. I need to make sure I coordinate that a little bit better as well. You think Amon's going to be a good KR player? I think anyone that KR gets at the moment is going to end up being good. They'll fit into a system. I think it's less about the individuals and more about the system. But when you need an individual, they'll step up. Like, you'll get moments from Mikey Lewis, you'll get moments from Burgess, you'll get moments from Lytton. Like, it's more about the system than the players. But when the players are needed, they'll step up. So I think anyone could really fit into that team. Score is Cas 12, Hull KR 38. Okay. Alex says Cas 13, KR 12. Okay. Castleford first Hull KR referees Liam Moore. Video ref is Aaron Moore tonight. They've been pairing on these games recently. Cooking up something. So, the team lists. In the backs for Castleford, they have Sini, Sim, Lewis Senior, Wood, Innes Senior, Assey and Milnes. In the forwards they have Amon, Horn, Singleton, Lawler, Mellor and Atkin. On the benches Westerman, Griffin, Hall and Hill. And Okoro is the 18th man. For the Hull Kingston Rovers, in the backs they have Morg, Davies, Hiku, Broadbent, Booth, Lewis and May. In the forwards they have Sue, Lytton, Hadley, Whitbread, Batchelor and Minchella. Benches Luckley, Tanganoa, Brown and Leyland. And Doro is the 18th man. Burgess still out? I guess so. Right. So moments away from kickoff. Do you know what? I'm going to get a fresh one real quick. I'll be right back. Bang! Right. Oh, nice cold one out the fridge. Players are coming out. This is almost warm, this. It's not great. It's not great. Why did it just show Cass vs FC in that highlight reel? Well, it's probably because Cass played him last week. Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. Cass on the way out. Oh my god. It is boiling. This fan is saving me right now. Again, hopefully I'm going to have another listen in the thing. 1 second. Okay, hopefully you can hear me a little bit clearer. And there's not so much of the fan, I don't know, but we'll see. Right. Okay. Cass in 10th. Previous meeting was a round 1 loss, a 19-18. Cass were really solid in round 1. They were 5th in my power rankings. And then they just dropped immediately after that. Mate, it's a rough one. It is a rough one today. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get underway. Thank you for being here. And the game has kicked off. Castleford will kick to the Robins. They'll hand it off to Sue with the first carry of the game. Brought down on their own 10. And the next carry from, was that Booth? I think it was. Hopefully he goes well today, the young lad. Now up to the 20 with Whitbread. Jeslett and waits at dummy half. Now with Hadley. Takes it up towards the 30. Again, Cass have a shorter pitch than most. There's a shorter gap between the 30 and 40, but I'll just refer to them as the 30 and 40. And it's the end of the set now for Hull Kingston Rovers. Made it just short of halfway. Left to Mikey Lewis. This is the usual that they go to. Just left to Lewis. Kicking long. And just getting into the back and forth. Well, that's going to be Wood with the... Sim with the first catch of the game for Cass. Returning it over the 20. Now with Lewis Senior. Can you say your name not rushing home for this game? I can try to say it. Luger. There you go. Now with Amon. Takes the ball just short of halfway. Liam Horn waits in centre field at dummy half. On his left now to Atkin. Out the back to RC. Now with Sini. Pops it up to Wood. Decent meters there. Spreading the ball. Inside KR territory. Pushed towards the left touchline. But it's now the last tackle. Just over a minute and a half gone. Back towards the middle with Dejan Arce. Plenty of height on this kick. Not too much distance though. Plenty of height. It's going to bounce once. Backwards for Castleford. Wrong team. Kicks over the top. Collected by Noah Booth. Got himself a try last week. Maybe 2. At least 1. I know he got at least 1. Now it's Broadbent. Takes it up towards the 20 for the Robins. Now Mikey Lewis is going to scoot from dummy half. Take a carry himself. Just eating up a few meters there. So up towards their own 20. Well, that's 40, sorry. Litton is going to scoot. Bit of space behind the ruck. Very nice carry there from Litton. Takes him inside Castleford territory. And there's a 6 again for the Robins. So 2.5 minutes gone. Great field position. Best chance of the game so far. Goes towards the Robins. Left to Lewis. Up towards the 20. Just hands it off to Whitbread. Mikey Lewis back towards the middle now. Mincheller in centre field. Switches back to Hadley. Oh, there's a bit of room to run there. Just too much of a gap. Just one little step and he's through another one. Litton left of the post. Left to May. Across to Lewis. Just pops it up. They're going to walk in. KR just... Yeah. That's too easy, that. That is too easy. But the Robins, like, 3 minutes in have already... 3 minutes in have already scored. Yeah, that's... you just can't let that happen, mate. It looked like Cass had the numbers. At least it looked like that. Yeah, it looked like they had the numbers. It looked like there wasn't much space to work with, but yet somehow there still is enough space to work with. Let's have a look. Now draws in Milnes. Oh dear. $4-0 for the Robins. $15 try assists for Mikey Lewis. Here's a question for you. Here's a question for you. Do you know what? I'll put it up as a poll. Right then, that's going to be 6-0. There's a poll in the chat now. Just have a think about that. That's for England, by the way, in the Ashes. Right, back underway. KR tries are so spread out, so many assists, different people. Stats suffer. Well, Lewis is just getting on the board. I honestly think I'd prefer Lewis and Sneed for England. Genuinely. I'd legit think I would prefer Sneed over Smith from this year and Lewis over Williams. I'd take Connor off the bench maybe as a utility. Right then, Hull Kingston Rovers up to halfway. Williams is better in defence, yeah, I think. But, I don't know. Based on performances this year, you can't really ignore Mikey Lewis. The Zen Monk. Sneed's not a great defender, but in terms of controlling the game, I think he's the best in the competition right now. But Hull Kingston Rovers already in great territory again. Just get off him, lad, and play the ball. They play it 20 metres out. Lytton. Now Minchella switches back to Sue. Only 15 metres out. Centre field. Lytton. On his right to Morg. Steps back towards the middle. Oh my god. How much more room would you like? There should not be that much room for a simple switchback. A simple cutback. There shouldn't be that much room. May is going to go himself. Brought down a few metres out. And that's the last tackle. Sneed is cack. I don't think he is, David. I don't think he is. Arthur Morg with a great chance. So Castleford in possession. Sini with the next carry. 15 metres out from their own try line. Up towards the 20. Atkin in centre field across to Assy. He's wrapped up by Hiku. Good defensive work there. Amon up towards the 30. Out the back to Assy. Plenty of distance on this kick. Taken on the full by Davies. Strong run towards the centre of the field. Up towards the 30 already. Not bad field position to start this set for the Robins. May. Now with Booth. Up towards the 40. The problem is as well though, Lewis and Sneed both play down the left-hand side. He needs to be able to mix it up. Which I think Smith and Williams can do quite well. Actually, yeah, I'll put it. Do you know what? I'd prefer Williams and Smith for England because, you know, the experience and working together, they've actually looked really good for England. But if it was the other combination, I think I'd be perfectly happy with it. I'll put it that way instead. So it's a nice chip over the top there. Decent chase. Putting Sini under pressure just puts the ball over the dead ball line. And that's going to be a goal line dropout from Castleford Tigers. They could choose to go short. I always respect a bit of intent to back yourselves. But Dejan Arce is going to go long on this one. Over halfway, cracking kick, taking on the 40 in the opposite half. Hadley up towards the 40. Just think how hot we are watching this. And then think how boiling hot they are playing in this. This is ridiculous. Mikey Lewis engages the line. Oh, that's almost beyond the horizontal there from Horn. That's close. Minchella switches back to Batchelor. A few meters short of the line, right at the sticks. What's the temp? 5,000 degrees, it feels like. It's with May. Shifting the ball left. Good hands there. Booth in the corner. Good lad. Good finish, young man. Good finish. That looked clean. I understand checking it. I think, honestly, I don't think it even needs a check. I think that was pretty clean. Try giving on field for the video ref to check. Well done, Noah Booth. Hence why I'm wearing a mankini to keep going. So 10 minutes on the clock. It should just be one look and that's it. The finish in the corner is... It's good. Well done, Noah. Well done, young man. That's going to be 10-0 with a kick to come for the Robins. Right near the touchline. Do you remember, like, it wasn't even that long ago, there was a proper acrobatic try in the corner. I think Gene Ormsby was like the first one to ever really do it, or that people noticed acrobatic finishes in the corner. Gene Ormsby did it first. Kevin Penny did it in a Challenge Cup quarter-final against Lee, when they were the Centurions. But that was like extravagant. That was wild. Now that's just normal. That's crazy that those kind of tries that were seen as insane are kind of normal now. It's mad. Even from a young lad that's barely played Super League. Under pressure. Super League game. Easy in the corner. Damn. The sport's evolving. We're schmoving. So, kick to come for Arthur Morg. Okay, he might be under a bit more pressure now. Yeah. Composure, mate. Composure. Success probability, 61%. Oh, mate, he's only gone and done it. He's only gone and done it. Under the firmest of pressures you could possibly imagine. Very smooth. I'd like a bit of an outswinger on it. It's probably maybe a tiny bit of wind. I don't know how windy it is there, but unless it was just from, you know, the contact with the ball. A bit of an outswinger. I'm a big fan of the round ball game, but I do think Rugby League's the most underrated sport on the planet. And possibly the best. So 75% possession for the Robins. Lytton gives it to Whitbread over on the left-hand side of the field, over the 20 now. So it's already 12.5 minutes gone. Castleford have barely had any decent ground. They had one play the ball beyond the 30, and that was about it. But the Robins up to the 30. May will switch back to Petahiku. And now it's a last tackle. Minchella on your screens, ready to get started with another fight maybe. Who knows? But he won't start it. He won't start it. Have you had chip spice? I've not. I'm not. Hello, Paul. Good to see you again. And Jonathan. Yeah, just the back and forth. Like, what can you do? When you're stuck in a back and forth with a team that's so big through the middle and defends so well, like, what can you do? That's a question I'd love to ask a player. But Cass, shifting the ball right now, making some decent meters with Lewis Senior. Near the touchline, has to cut back in if he can. Yeah, forced mistakes. I mean, all you can really do is just make sure you complete your sets. And maybe they'll make mistakes, but Arthur Moore collects the ball in the in-goal area. You give him a 7-tackle set, 20-metre tap, already up to the 30. Oh, Liam. So the goal again with the tap, they're up towards the 30. 14 minutes on the clock. I'll end this poll here. Next carry from Broadbent. Takes him up to the 40. Now with Lytton. Across to Whitbread, over halfway. It's a strong hit there. Very strong hit from Mella. Sorry, that's Milnes. My bad, Pimp. My bad. KR spreading it on halfway. Across to Davies. Eating up some meters. Now up to the 40 inside Cass territory. Hiku. Now with May. Third tackle. A little bit slow here at the moment, but they could unleash at any moment. But now in centre field. Fourth tackle for Hull Kingston Rovers. Lytton at dummy half. Right to Minchella. Out the back to May. Under pressure. Good tackle there from Assey. Well done from Assey. But it's Morg on the last. Chips it across. Or chips it over to the corner. Collected by Davies. Well done. Well done, Cass. Nothing silly there. Well done, Assey. Well done, Senior. Very smart. Well executed. Good job. Still prefer your commentary over Pi Sports? That's very kind of you. Very kind of you indeed. I'd still be happy to have a go. Just give me like Salford vs Huddersfield on Sky Sports Plus. Just give me that one. And I'll see how it goes. If it happens, it happens. I'm not going out there asking them to do it. If they'd like me to do it, then maybe. You never know. Well, this is great meters from Cass here. Cracking stuff. Horn takes him firmly inside KR territory. It's not backwards from Assey. Didn't look like he was paying too much attention there, but it's the last tackle. Wood eventually gets the ball off, and that just bounces in field before it bounces out. Not a great end to the set. Danny Maguire not happy with that. 16 and a half minutes gone. Who interviewing? Give us a clue. I can't. There isn't really a clue I can give away that wouldn't just give the player away. So KR on the 30. Now through the middle with Davies. Can you send a link for Kinetic merch? Want to look for my birthday? That is very kind of you, Kieran. There's a link to the Kinetic store in the description. kineticrl.com/store. Have a gander on there. I was thinking of adding some new stuff on there, like normal t-shirts and stuff like that. But yeah. kineticrl.com/store. On the last, Lewis kicks towards the back right. But dragged into touch. Good defensive work there from KR. Nicely placed kick. Good pressure. Good defensive work. Well done, Robbins. Well earned. The hoodies, by the way, are like more of the rugby shirt feel. So it's not like your typical hoodie where it's like the cotton blend or anything. It's your smoother, silkier. Feels more like a rugby shirt. For anyone that's curious, just so you know. 18 minutes on the clock. KR with more possession inside the red zone. Now Minchella in centre field. Right to May. Morg. They've got the hands, the speed, everything about that. That's a cracking effort. One, if he's got it down for KR. A cracking effort for Cass if they've got him into touch. It's so simple, but yet so quick and just efficient in how they move the ball. Liam Moore says no try before sending it up, but that is extremely close. Whoever's won that, fair play. Honestly, fair play to the other, even if they lost that, because that's close. Dives for the corner. Oh, he's knocked that on. Well done, Assey. That's 2 big tackles in this game. Well done, Dejan Assey. Good effort from Davies, but really good hands from KR. Great defence indeed. So there's going to be a 20-metre tap, 7 tackle set for the Castleford Tigers. Hopefully they can at least get to the other end of the field by the end of the set. That would be nice. Make about 5 metres, now up towards the 30. 19 minutes gone, almost the end of the first quarter. And Hull KR have had basically everything going for them. Now Liam Horn takes it over halfway, hands it off to Westerman. It's a fairly early change, but it is very hot today. Right to Milnes. Decent carry there up to the 30. Still 2 more tackles to go, so not bad here. Horn wants a 6 again, doesn't get one. Westerman. Then to Milnes, across to Sini. Could have had a 2-on-1 there if he tried to go around Hiku, but it just cuts back in field. Last tackle brought down on the 20, so we're about to get the Castleford Tigers with a play the ball inside the red zone. Here we go. It's all over for the Robins now. Assey across to Miller. Kicks the ball through. Decent chase. Moore collects it. Oh, well done. Well done to Singleton. Nicely done, mate. Brings down Arthur Morg inside the in-goal area. It's going to be a dropout. Well done, Singleton. The kick was actually beautifully weighted from Miller. Well done. They needed that. So they get the 7 tackle set, the 20-metre tap. They work it down the other end of the field. Kick on the first, though. What do you mean? It was last tackle, I'm pretty sure. I was just saying, like, first tackle inside. It's their first play the ball inside the 20. Is what I meant. Horn, just over 20 metres out. Was it a 6 again? Oh, I didn't see. Oh, great hands. Great hands. Stuck near the touchline. Sim's going to have to play it for Lewis Senior. Cass looking dangerous at the moment. Taking them 20 minutes to get there, but they're doing it. Mella, just centre field at the moment, still stepping. Horn in centre field. Come on, Cass, rub it in. Horn, Amon on his right, but goes to Westerman. Oh, we could have, if they ran that over his line, could have popped that one up. Horn, a few metres out, right at the sticks. Last tackle. Come on, Cass. For a laugh. Singleton gets an offload for Westerman. He's almost wrapped up by Minchella, and he's brought down. So, not a great end to the set, but they've at least got KR inside their own 10. They've just got to be disciplined and keep him pinned back for a couple of tackles if they can. Kai Pace Paul to West. Shame seems like a place players go to die. It does, unfortunately. Every time I hear Westerman mentioned, get a flashback to an alley next to Greg's. Oh, God. I think, is it Westerman? Oh, he's not in a good way. Something with his shoulder. Dislocated his knee or something, was it? Was it his knee? Or something popped out, whatever the exact issue was. Something popped out. He just knocks it back in. That's a great kick down the touchline from KR. Seany collects it just in front of his own try line. So from starting the set behind their own 10, they've now got Cass pinned behind their own 10. Well done, Robins. Now with Sim under a lot of pressure, still behind the 10. Oh, okay, Samarito. Okay, I'm gonna. It's gonna happen when you least expect it. It will happen when there's a break in the game, but it's gonna happen when you least expect it. There will be a rock paper scissors at some point, lads and ladettes. So up towards the 20, Liam Horn in centre field, hands it off to his right hand side. Now with Lawler, the ever-present Lawler. Maybe he's only missed one or two. I'm not too sure, but I feel like he's played every game. 23 minutes on the clock. Last tackle. They only make it up to the 30. It's out the back to Milnes. It's a long kick towards the back right. Taken by Morg. Already over the 20. And just short the 30. But you're hoping it's Origin every week. 600 subs in a day and like over 10k viewers. Yeah, the total views on the stream for State of Origin is at like 41,000 for that second game. It's insane. So I wouldn't be surprised if I hit 10k subscribers by the end of this month or next month. It's wild. So penalty for the Robins, and now they're already up to the 30, starting a fresh set of 6. So up towards the 20, Lytton over on the left-hand side of the field. Now with Lewis, then to main centre field. Shoots it out the back to Arthur Morg. What a ball. Why are you checking it? But what a ball. Arthur Morg. Exquisite. Exquisite. I know what you're talking about, LG. I know what you're talking about. So Davies is in. Yeah, that's a try. That is definitely a try. Good finish. Arthur Morg, though. I need something French. I need like the French national anthem just to sort of play when he does anything. Les exquisites. Les trompettes. Oui. Serious note, this is a fundraiser for Ryan Boyle's wife. I'll be honest, first of all, I'm not sure who Ryan Boyle is. But I'm not too sure. Maybe someone else can educate me and you on whether it is or isn't. Would that have been your choice? Kick to touch almost always in this situation seems to work out well. Would that have been your choice, kick to touch? I'm not sure what you mean, Jonathan. Do you mean like them actually moving the ball and not kicking it instead? Oh, he's just missed the conversion. Very close. Oh yeah, do you mean the penalty? I'm not sure what you mean, Jonathan. But let me know. Willie Peters taking notes. I'll share my homework with you, Willie. You know, you can read what I'm writing. I have KR minus 16, Davies, Broadbent, Lewis at 55 to 1. That's really possible. That is legit possible. 55 to... That is actually really possible. How much you put on it, lad? Come on, share it with the group. Lytton on the 10. Gives it to Is that Terry Butcher? No, it's Tanginoa. A fiver. It's almost done. It's almost done. Best luck with your bet. It's now with Hadley. Up towards halfway. Last tackle coming up with 26.5 minutes on the clock. When the fun stops, stop. Oh, but I have to win that 80 quid back. I've got to win it back now. Just give me a tenner. Give me a tenner. We're taking on the full by Sini. Shifting back towards the middle. Bit of room here, actually. Oof. We've seen a couple breaks from one of the senior brothers. I think it's Lewis. Recently. And here's Innes. A few metres short of the 30. 27 minutes on the clock. Oh, ex-Cas prop. Wife has terminal cancer. Just figured KR fans travel well, so would be my pick. Alright, okay. Right, okay. We'll see Samarito. Nailed it first time. Mikey Lewis is in. Mikey Lewis has just walked in. Talking about Samarito's bet, he just needs a try from Broadbent and Hull KR to win by at least 17, and that's it. He's got himself, what is it, 250 quid, something like that? Right then. That's going to be up to 22. So the handicap's already been covered at the moment. 55 to 1. It seems so simple betting on something like that. But they have challenged something. I'm not sure exactly what he's checking. Claiming the ball was stolen. We will see. Kick to touch versus tap and go. I suppose it depends on... I'd tap if the defence isn't paying attention. But I think I'd always go into touch. Oof, that is close. That might be a... Oof. Litton makes contact first. Nah, that's no try. That's no try. Crowd isn't happy. Crowd isn't happy at all. Yep. Right. The crowd is not happy at all. So Cass, now in great field position. Fresh set of 6, 28 minutes on the clock. So it could have gone from 22-0. If they can make it 16-6, that's a great turnaround for the Tigers. It's now with Westerman in centre field. 4 men in the tackle, bring him down short of the 10. Now with Amon trying to crash over straight into Batchelor. A few metres out left of the sticks. And it's a knock-on from Lawler. Are you going to stream the game? Unfortunately not. I can't do that due to copyright crispy, unfortunately. Missed last 5 minutes sorting out better half for her work early. What I miss. Westerman had the ball. Litton got his hands on the ball, tried to strip it out, but someone else was in the tackle as well. I think it was Tangino, I can't quite remember who. Ball came loose. And then Michael Lewis picked it up and walked in for a try. But then Cass challenged it and won the challenge because it was a 2-man strip. Crispy, I support Warrington Wolves. Did you check if you do BBC games? I did not, Samarito, but thank you for reminding me. Thank you very much. I will make sure I do that tonight, so thank you. Well, Hull Kingston Rovers, off the back of the knock-on, work the ball to the other end of the field already. Only 20 metres out. It's with Hadley in centre field. Just over 10 metres out. This is It's easy. The meters for the Robins are easy. Are we going to see another beautiful ball from Martin Morg? Give me more, lad. Give me more. So Morg. Now with Minchella. Hadley. Now Litton. In centre field. Left to May. Then to Lewis. Pops it up. Oh. That's a strong hit. Penalty given to KR. The timing, though, I think that was Sim. The timing from Sim, or possibly Senior. I don't know. Did he hit him high though? I don't know. I don't know. It looked like it was like there where he made contact. Like it was close, but I don't know. I can understand the reaction, but I think it looks worse than it is. I don't know. But it's a good stop anyway. It's a good stop from Sim. We've seen a lot worse. I think he's timed it to perfection. I don't know. They ain't challenging. I don't think they'd win the challenge, but I think they've been hard done by there. Yeah, I was actually going to ask ChatGPT in a second, could I do that? I assumed I couldn't, because there'd be all sorts of legalities. So it's with May. Looks to go back towards the left. Switches back. No, he doesn't. I need to yawn. Please don't score now. Tanganoa in centre field. Please don't score. And they don't. Left of the sticks, Litton, right to Minchella, pops up to Hadley, trying to crash over, stopped a few metres short of the line. Right of the sticks, 31.5 minutes on the clock. Litton looks left, goes right to Hadley. Luckily, gets the ball off to Morg. Has earned himself a try. Great offload. But they're going to check it. For what? Grounding can... Oh my god. I can tell you he's grounded it. Everyone at home can tell you he's grounded it. Granted, we do have a different angle. You don't need to go back in it. You saw it. You just saw him ground it. Right then. It is going to be 20 points to 0 with a kick to come. It's not the easiest one in the world, but you'd expect them to get it. I'm not going to add the 2 points on just yet, but that's a try for the Robins. You can... Let's go up, actually. I've got KR to win between 16 and 20 points. Leeds to win, Wigan to win, Lee to win, and Warrington to win. Warrington to win, okay. Against the mighty Huddersfield, we'll see. Win £5, 103 back. Alright, good luck. Far as a pain at times, absolutely is, Jonathan. Absolutely. You can email them and ask. They have let people stream Challenge Cup finals on sites in Australia via BBC independent users. Well, I can always ask them. I can always ask, and we'll see. For instance, I can watch full BBC shows and games that are uploaded to YouTube. Right, okay. Morg tried to put it down again after. Cheeky, Alex, cheeky. You go back to UK, it's blocked. But if I go back to UK, it's blocked. Oh, okay. So Morg, with the conversion, near the touchline, and it's no good. So it's going to remain 20 points to 0. Might get a game a month or something. That'd be nice. I know people always ask about showing it. Be best asking a champ club. Yeah, do you know what? I've actually thought about that. There might be some championship clubs that might let me do that. could do, actually. I could do. I've thought about it. Charity stream could do. Could do, actually. Yeah, alright. There's some things to work on. Some things to look into. So, off the back of the kickoff, KR already almost up to the 30 inside their own half. May, now with Artier Morg up towards the 30. Now you're becoming big time. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. We've got some Rugby League 26 content to come soon as well, because the game's only out in a month. So we'll have some of that on the channel, with some live streams, some games going. Cini bobbles it, almost drops it, but just collects it on the 20. Yeah, I'm just about done with this can. I actually had another one out of the fridge that isn't warm, so this one is still slightly cold. Excuse me whilst I crack this one open. Ah, nice and cold and refreshing. Oh, I'd love a J2O. I'd love a J2O right about now. They're so expensive for how little you get. Well, I'd love a J2O. But Amon with a strong carry up towards the 40. Now inside Hull KR territory. Left to RC. Chips this ball high towards the posts. Decent chase from Mella. Moore collects it. Shifting towards the right, now back towards the middle, over the 10. This broke a long stretch of Hull KR struggles at Castleford week 1 and last year. True. They were close games last year, actually, good point. Could get you some NRL streams, probably. They normally live stream anyway. National League, sorry. You missed out the R. Get some NRL streams, some National League, yeah, possibly, actually. National League could be good. Plenty of people show up to those games, support the local clubs. It's with Mikey Lewis. Gets himself a break. He's got support on his left. Uses him. That might have gone forward, actually. Broadbent offloads. And that is going to be Cini collecting it. Samarito, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. Your two other options were in. Netherlands. Oh, LG, come on. Taking over BBC in ratings soon for rugby. Oh, very nice. No alcohol? No, I don't normally drink alcohol at home or on a hot day. Or not. Unless if I'm at the pub, I'll drink alcohol. I don't know why I said on a hot day. But if I was to drink at home, I wouldn't drink alcohol now because, I don't know. I don't know. What a weird way to respond to that. Back to the game anyway. Castleford now 40 metres out. Make that 30. And there's a knock on. They give it to Tanganoa. Optimistic, but you never know. Absolutely. You never know. Let me stream the grand final. Please. The NRL grand final. State of Origin Game 3. The Ashes. Cursed it by mentioning it. Well, maybe. Maybe. 37 minutes on the clock. This first half has actually flown by a little bit. Lytton, short of halfway, now knocks the ball on. I'd be orange if J2O was free as a kid. J2O is so good. It's so refreshing. It's so good. But there's a break here. Half a break for Wood. Good carry from Wood up towards the 30. Forwards with the usual 6 points. It's coming, David. They're working towards it, mate. They're working. Mella up towards the 20. Atkin waits at dummy half. 2 minutes to go. Still 20-point advantage here for the Robins. But let's see if Cass can make the Robins shit themselves before going into the sheds at half-time. Atkin Left to Westerman. Cuts back towards the right-hand side. Switches back to Milnes. Then to Miller. He offloads it to Atkin. Not much going on for Cass. Still chucking the ball around. Lawler down the right edge. Now brought down. Need a Mikey Lewis try for 400 quid. Bloody hell. Is now with Assy. Looks towards the left. Wanting to kick through. Still the fourth tackle though. So they can just set up for something on the last if they want to. Amon towards the right hand side. Eventually brought down. So 20 metres out. I'd say honestly just set up for something. Don't chip this over. Go for something. Oh, he chips it over. It's collected by May. And he carries it up towards the 10. Go for something. Held, then thrown to the ground, then 3 seconds extra. Well, you know we don't like consistency over here, Alex. You know we don't. It could have been 390 quid. Put the house on 1 to 88. Go for it. You feel like, with how well it's gone for KR at the moment, that, I mean, everyone could score a try here, but there's only 20 seconds to go in the first half. Currently with Minchella in centre field. Looking to go right, but cuts back towards the left. Minchella, the sprinter. Hands it off to Tanginoa. He's still moving. But we've got 10 seconds left in the half. Go on, Robbins. Do summit. Go for it. Launch it. Launch it. They just give it to Lewis out the back. Kicks the belly of the ball. It's going to bounce once, twice. Pops up for Sim. Go on, lad. Go on. Get creative. Get swifty. And he just takes a carry. Boring. Half time. So it's half time. 20-0 to the Robins. Great D today by Hull KR. Yeah, they've been really solid. Not giving too much away. There's been a few good carries. So I think when Castleford have had the ball inside the middle third, they've tried to spread it a little bit, and they've been eating up some meters when they got the, you know, Hull KR's edges are sort of tracking back to make sure they cover the gaps out wide. But other than that, the KRs look really solid. They don't look like giving much away. I think Cass have been... They've had better performances, but from what we typically get from Cass, this is about as good as we'd expect from a typical Cass, let's say. So, fair enough from them. They've had some good moments, good defensive stops. We'll see if they can do something in the second half. Got Davies, Broadbent and Lewis all to score £40, 9-1. Oh, so you've got basically the same as Samarito, but Samarito's got minus 16 for Hull KR, which he's got at the moment. And the Davies try. I can imagine Broadbent and Lewis scoring as well. I can imagine it. So again, because I've got a recorded interview coming up in a few days' time, make sure you either submit any questions you've got on the latest TikTok video on my page or on the posts section of my YouTube page. Submit your questions. The top 5 to 10 most liked will be asked, as long as the questions are within reason. Had a good mix of questions. Going to see if anyone else has put anything on TikTok. Price or Lewis? If this is for Warrington, I'd take Price, actually. Who's the longest in the shower with an uncomfortable look? Let's see. What was the worst decision in your opinion? Least favourite sponsor? That's a strange question, but okay. Best thing about playing in the Super League? That's got a few likes. That's probably going to be asked. Someone said best not be a Salford player, they don't count as pros. That was funny. I want to like it, but I don't at the same time. I can't ask that. I don't know what to say to that. Oh yeah, you said the Union one. That's probably going to be asked. Duck Sim, the Fax fan. The Halifax. I'm glad things are going well for Halifax this year after all the stuff that went on the back end of last season. Glad things have started to turn around. They can get way more cash over here, so unless you hate it, why not? Oh, you mean like, would they go to Union? Is that what you mean? If they can be a part of any team, what team? Well, if you can submit the questions to either the TikTok video or the community post from my channel, then people can like it, and like the most liked will be asked. I've already got the list of questions that have been prepared, so it depends on what the majority of people want to ask. Super League needs a strong Bradford and Halifax in it. I've never heard people say a strong Halifax, I'll be honest. That doesn't normally come up. Some people might say a strong Bradford, a strong York, a strong Widnes maybe again. I've never heard anyone say, oh, it's like, we need a strong Batley in Super League. League players make it in Union, so wondering why more don't switch unless they really don't like Union. Alright, fair enough. Fev should be in Super League, Bryn more than Salford. Well, when Featherstone were like bossing it a couple of years ago, the attendances didn't look great still. I'm sure they only got a few thousand. I'm not sure how much more a lot of these championship clubs would get if they've got if they go into Super League. So we've had tries from... Wait. Oh, wait. Broadbent already scored. Broadbent already scored. I completely forgot. Broadbent already scored. So he literally needs a try from Lewis and KR to at least win by 17. Fair enough. I completely forgot about that. Completely and utterly forgot. The clues I'll give you, by the way, they're not going to be... obvious clues. Okay. The recorded interview is with... what's the best clue I can give here? The recorded interview is with a championship player. The Q&A interview for the website is with a Super League player that played at the weekend. There you go. It's broad, but it's just... There you go. LG says Pele. Which one? Franklin or just Pele? No, it's not Muhammad Ali either. I think you're tricking us. Those clues are honest. Those clues are honest. Hope you all watched the second State of Origin. I did, mate. I streamed it. It was a great game. It's not Kanye. I don't think I would. Actually, I would interview Kanye, ask him what he thinks about Rugby League. Do you know, I would... Question for Kanye West. What do you think about Rugby League, mate? Let me know your thoughts. Let us know on Twitter, Unfiltered. Okay, I played really well this half. Oh yeah, they're not like they're just very broad clues. One was the recorded interviews with a championship player, and the Q&A that's going on the website is with a Super League player that played at the weekend, like last round. That's interesting. Hearing Brian and John talk about Arthur Morg, because yes, it was kind of weird at the time, right? Wasn't it? Like a lot of people were a bit unsure. You know, losing out on Evalds, who has been a staple of that KR team for a couple of years, and was really settling in at fullback, looked really comfortable. And then Morg comes in. Like a lot of people were a bit confused just around the whole situation normally, but they were saying like, are they basically saying that they didn't think it would work? Because honestly, I thought it was a great switch. Not necessarily better or worse. I just thought it was a good switch. Like, Morg would be a great addition. But I think Morg's been great. I think he's made KR better. Well, it ain't Dufty, thank God. Can I make the clues any more broad? Or any more specific without giving it away? Let's see. Okay. Okay, to make it slightly more specific, there were 8 teams in Super League last round that had a good game. He played in one of those games. Or for one of those teams that had a good game. Now, for me, the four teams that didn't have a good game are quite obvious. So that narrows it down for you. And the championship player has played in Super League as well. Oh, that lad from Newcastle with KR. Is that your guess, David? Or are you talking about something else that I've missed in the chat? That might be missed something. What team? Narrows it down to 13 players. Well, 18. Polish Silence was another guy. Feb, Wembley, Lovers as of now. Cudjoe Hill. Nicky were doing a meet and greet in Warrington. John Knox. Does champ player come from Bradford? That's a great question. I have no answer. I think it's the guy with his own YouTube. You know what? Let's do it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you, folks. I am going to show you who it is. Alright, I'm going to reveal who the Q&A is with. So this is not the recorded interview, this is the Q&A. I've asked them questions, they've got back to me with answers. Let me know your guesses. Let me know your guesses. And this is with a... Yeah, the Q&A is a Super League player that played last round. And I'll see what a few people have to say, and then I will reveal who it's with. Because since I've actually already replied with the answers, I will reveal who it is. LG says Ryan Hall. Let's see what we had before. Alex said Kudjo. They asked about the guy with his own YouTube. There's I know Logan Lewis has one, plays for Salford. There's another guy, is it Roman something? He's an Ireland international, plays for, I want to say York, I'm not entirely sure. Just get closer and closer with clues. Minchella. Alright. So ladies and gentlemen, I will reveal Ronan Michael. Oh, that's the one. That's the one I was thinking of. Okay. The interview, drum roll / trumpet please, is Leroy Kudjo. Alex guessed correctly. There will be a Q&A of questions and answers from Mr. Leroy Kudjo onto the website in the next day or two. Congratulations. Well done, Alex, on the guess. Very well done indeed, sir. Well done, you, sir. Very nicely done. So Mr. Leroy Kudjo was sent a bunch of questions, some very detailed questions. I didn't mean to call you old. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm sure he won't mind. But yeah, I sent a bunch of questions to Leroy. And because he doesn't do recorded interviews, which is completely fine, but I do need stuff for the website, and he answered back in great detail, like in brilliant detail. So there's a lot to really put onto the website, a lot of great stuff. So, and I'm really glad that I was able to get somebody of his quality, his experience. He's experienced a bunch of different things throughout his career. So, in the next day or two, there will be a full Q&A with my questions and answers for Leroy Kudjo onto the website. Oi oi Savaloy. Hello Peter, just got on. Has it been a good game so far? Do you know what, actually Peter, for a bit of a blowout, it's actually not been too bad. I think there's been some good stuff from Castleford, like they've had good moments with and without the ball. But Hull KR just looking, pretty comfortable, win the battle through the middle, kicking well, chasing well, the usual that you get. It's been an alright game, nothing spectacular, but it's been alright. And we're back underway. Send him in nicely. Dude's a legend. Shame about the loss to cheaty Wigan. Oh dear. Thing is, I'd already, I didn't want to give it away during the game when I was streaming Huddersfield versus Wigan. I didn't want to give it away. I was like, oh, go on, Leroy. I'm backing him for this one. Because when I was messaging him, I said, best of luck for the weekend. And I thought I'd done it. I thought he was thinking about me the whole time. You know what? I'm going to make sure I win this week for Rob. But couldn't quite make it happen, but Wigan were great at the end. Do you ever see the Super League Road guys at Warrington games? Is there some beef? I've seen Dave at some of the games. He's been a little bit too far away from me to chase him down to say hello, because we've spoken on comments before. And there's an idea that I actually really want to collaborate with him on, or the Super League Raw guys, and a few others actually. There's an idea I've got in my head. But no, I've been meaning to speak to him at the games. But no, there's no beef at all in any way, shape or form. There's none. We both love Rugby League. Simple as that. You're a good luck charm, mate. Oh, Thanks very much. Stop it. Stop it. I go to Warrington games. I'm not. If not, shall we start some? Yeah, actually, start some beef with Super League Raw. Tell him Rob from Kinetic RL sent you, and I hope they have a great day. You great people, I hope you have a great day. Okay, back to the game. Sorry for talking absolute nonsense. Hopefully you get more interviews after Leroy. That's the hope, Peter. Because like once I can post that, hopefully other people like notice the kind of questions that I ask, and then it's not like it's actually professional. And then they'll think, you know what, it's probably worth doing an interview with this guy. So, hopefully. Alex! Yeah, sorry guys, back to the game. I'll get back to the game. Nice one, LG. Nice one. So it's now with Hadley, who stopped 30 metres out. Lytton on his left to Mikey Lewis. So we've had 2.5 minutes, and I've commentated over basically none of this half. I do apologise. But was it intentional grounding, Alex? I don't think it was. Anyway, Minchella shifting right to May. Switches back to Bachelor. This is the funniest group chat. It certainly is. It certainly is. Lytton, just over 10 metres out, over on the right, comes back towards the middle with Minchella. Out the back to May. Pops it up to Tanganoa. Stop just over the 10. Great chance here now. Minchella. Shifting, having a go himself. Now it's with Mikey Lewis. Chips the ball towards the right. Collected by Wood. Really nicely taken. I think he's just in field. He is. Just in field. But they've already dragged him into the in-goal area. Oh no, he stays in. He stays in. Sini. How's he done that then? Senior with the next carry. Damn. Obviously I'm lying. Wait 2 weeks, change my name to Kinetic Rob Hates Super League Raw. No. Don't you dare. They've got cracking content over there. I don't know how they do it, because they produce so much. I don't know how they do it. It's with Assy. And maybe like each of them takes a little bit of a responsibility. Like in my head I'm just thinking it's just one of them that does it, but they might all do bits of the graphics or bits of the content that they then submit to go into the shows. They do a lot of great work over there. A lot of great work. So back to the game. 4.5 minutes gone in the second half. Lewis will scoot from dummy half over the 20, the halfway line. Very different areas of the field. Love the Hoods fan with the shit Wi-Fi. Oh, is it Joel? No, that's Joel's the Lee fan, is he? Is it Joel? Lytton, left of the sticks, 20 metres out. Kicking towards the post. Sini is there to recover it. He does. Inside the in-goal area. Bit of work to do. Just makes it out. Well done, Sini. Maybe try chat with Red VTV. Possibly. Possibly. But there are a few channels I've got in mind that that there is a specific type of video I want to do with a few different Rugby League channels at the end of the year. So I need to get in touch with them and try and sort something out if they're interested. But it's now with Sim, who takes it over the 20 for the Castleford Tigers. Milnes now gives it to Westerman, hands it off on his right to Hall. Takes it up towards the 40, it's a decent movement. That's a great kick towards the back left. Pops up nicely though for Arthur Morg over the 20, up towards the 30 already. Warrington have a lot of content. Brian Bevan podcast too. Yeah, there's that one. There is that one. Yeah, Steph's the Lee fan, Joel's the Huddersfield fan, yeah. And it's Greg. I think Greg's the other Super League fan. But it's now with Broadbent in centre field. first try scorer of the day, 4 minutes in, or 3 or 4 minutes in. Tangino with a great carry up towards a 40, almost looking for an offload. Actually, I don't think we've had many offloads today as well, just thinking about it. We've had a few, but not many. Lewis down the left edge, engaged the line, pops up to Broadbent, great hands with Booth, back inside, collected by Rowan Milnes. Well done. Oh yeah, Rugby League Outsiders, yeah, there's someone that I want to get in touch with about the idea. We've spoken a little bit. When I was doing the fundraiser, they retweeted the stuff on Twitter. Booth is a real talent. I still need to see more of him. That's a great ball over the top to Senior, trying to get around the outside of Davies, pushed him off. Senior, go on, do it. Do it, lad. Oh, go on. Go on. No! 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 I started celebrating like it was in. I saw them get tackled and I was like, oh shit, hang on a minute, surely he's still got it. I think he's lost it. I legit think he's lost it. Oh my god. No. No. Oh my god. One of the best tries. I would have given that try of the season right then, and I don't think much would have topped it. Oh my god, no. Senior, cracking effort, lad. The ball over the top was great. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is that LG? What's your issue with him? LG, did you actually not see it? Like, do I need to explain what happened? Because if so, you're not going to believe it. Oh my god. Hull KR now 30 metres out. Hadley up towards the 20. Oh my god. You're not watching? Alright, when there's a break, I'll get to it. Oh my god. Hull KR 20 metres out. May hands it off to Arthur Morg. 5 or 6 metres out. Lytton, right at the sticks, back towards the middle with May. Across to Lewis. Launches it across the Broadbent. Almost gets it across the Booth. It's knocked on from Sim. Wait, did Sim knock on? No, it's Hull KR knocked on. LG. Cass had the ball inside their own half, like approximately their own 20 metre line. Oh, Samarito, I forgot. I'm really sorry. They had the ball in their own 20. I think it was Westerman launched it over to the left edge with Innis Senior. He just gets around the outside of Davies, fends him off, then gets around Petehiku, is one-on-one against the fullback, cuts back towards the middle, just shrugs him off. He is getting chased because he was kind of like slowed down from getting held and stuff, but he barrels towards the try line, then gets the ball off to Sini. I can't remember if he passed it or if he dropped it backwards. Gets the ball off to Sini. He's then wrapped up a metre in front of the try line, spins over the defender, and the ball's in his left arm. As his elbow hits the ground to like put it onto the line, which is right there, the ball pops out right on the try line, and he knocks on. It would have been the try of the season easily. Senior is a quality player. I think both of them are really solid, but Innis Senior I think is a cracking player. I'd love to have him at Warrington. I think he'd be a great addition, but he plays on the left normally. Probably can play on the right. But I like Thulis and I like Ashton. But if we had him, I wouldn't mind him. So, Broadbent with the next carry for the Robins. 50 minutes on the clock. He's going Saints, isn't he? I don't know, actually. I don't know. Maybe. Lytton, just over the 40. A set restart for the Robins. Sue takes it over the halfway line. Doesn't get injured enough. Lytton, 20 metres out, is going to go himself. Decent carry up towards the 10. Under a bit of pressure now, Castleford. But they've done all right in the second half so far. Minchella looking to go out the back, but then goes himself. Offloads to May. He gets the ball off to Whitbread, I think that is. Lytton, in front of the right post, goes right to May. Kicks the ball through. Sini's there again to recover it. Just gets a hold of it. The ball comes loose, though. I don't know. Looked dodgy. Ref says he's held onto it. Dora needs more game time. Looks like a wrecking ball. Well, there's another Warrington player that never made it, but looks like he could make it somewhere else. Kabula, I think, was another one. Okoro's another one. Mulhern was another one. It wasn't that good for Warrington, but goes to Lee and suddenly becomes one of the best in the comp. So Milnes at dummy half hands it off to Griffin on his left, who takes it over the 20. A few post contact meters there, pumping his legs. Good carry there from Griffin. Oh, that's a great question, Sam Marito. I'll get to that in a minute. When there's a break, I'll get to that. It's a good question. But it's now with Arthur Morg, takes it over the 20. Slammed onto the ground by Lewis Sr. Mikey Lewis. Now with Booth, over the 30. Next carry from Davis, takes it over the 40. Is that German? Oh, good evening, Seb. Good evening. So back towards the middle now with Lytton. Just over the halfway line now. May, shifting left, pops up to Lewis. Then across the broad bent. He's got support left and right, but Senior's there to wrap him up. Gets an offload. Recovered by Whitbread. Cuts back on his right foot. And Whitbread will stroll in for a try. Cass have done a really good job in the second half. They've been close to scoring, but just a bit too much pressure building. Bit too much pressure. And Whitbread will get himself a try. I'll give him 26 because they should get the conversion. Seb, did you miss the announcement a few minutes ago? You might have done. Mulhern's built for NRL. I don't know. I don't know if... Maybe. So, Seb, the Q&A that's going onto the website... so I do have a recorded interview coming up in a few days, so I'm pretty sure you submitted a question. Pretty sure you did. But the Q&A where I've already got the responses to, that's going on the website, is from Mr. Leroy Kodjo of the Huddersfield Giants. So that's going to be on the website in a day or two. So there you go. So for anyone that's missed that one, that's in the stream, that'll be coming up very, very soon. So yeah, very excited. And Leroy was very open about his answers. You know, I didn't go too personal with anything, but there's a few different things I wanted to know. And he was very detailed with his answers, which was fantastic. So yeah, in a day or two, that'll be on the website. Thank you, Seb. Thank you very much. I'll try to get a lead player if I can. The kick is good. Leroy Jenkins from... So I was thinking that I could get that as a sound. Get the Leroy thing whenever he scores a try. Samarito. God. Okay, if you ran Saints, had to buy 3 players, which 3 would you buy in reason? Okay, great question. Okay, let's say that these are players in reason, but you are guaranteed to get them. So it's not about, oh, the club wouldn't let them go. Okay, I think they'd need... I'd buy Tessie Niu. So if I ran Saints, I'd buy Tessie Niu. That's one. Star Wars Emperor. That's a good one, LG. I might put that in. Tessie Niu. New number 7 possibly as well. Sexton from the Bulldogs. He might be being pushed out of the Bulldogs. So Sexton from the Bulldogs. And... Good question. Third one, I'm not sure yet. Not sure. Mikey Lewis kicks on the last. Towards the back left. Sim underneath it, takes it cleanly. Under pressure though from Broadbent. Brought down just short of the 10. Need a Waterboy sound clip. Oh god. Sini with a strong carry out his own end. Remember that time Bobby Boucher came back and helped the Warrington Wolves win the grand final, do you? Oh, if only. If only. It's Singleton with a carry up towards halfway. In centre field now. Shifting right with Casford in possession. Arcee out the back to Atkin. Then to Sini. Cross to Senior. Stopped on the 40. Last tackle for the Tigers. Now with Atkin. Kicks on the last. That's a decent offload there from Mella, but collected by Batchelor on the 20. Thinking more of the big hits. Nah. Definitely not. Remember when Seven Tomkins came out retirements to save the Dragons? Never mind, it's dead. I wonder if Wire or Lee will get into the grand final first from this season onwards. As of right now, it looks more likely that Lee would make it, but the thing to remember with Warrington, which I'm trying to keep in mind, is that there's going to be a point where Dufty, Williams, Sneed and Walker are all back. There's going to be a point where, obviously Ashton won't be back, but there's a point where we'll have our strongest available squad minus Ashton, and maybe from that point it remains consistent and we can build on that. We're going to get that at some point. It's just how well can we manage until then, and how good do we look once we're back in that situation. Sini on the last takes it cleanly. Sini's done a really good job today, actually. Signs of life cast. Unreal 99, the first Unreal 99, by the way, folks. The first member of the channel. The very first member of the Kinetic Rugby League channel. That's royalty right there. Right in front of your own eyes. Royalty. It's the grandpa. Do you ever see Up and Under? I don't think so. I don't think so. Now with Lawler, strong carry over halfway. I'm trying to think what my exact score prediction was. I think I'm very close to it. Was there a knock on from Cass? Come on, Cass, rub it in. Wire like us at the start of last season. Yeah, that makes sense, Seb. That makes sense. And then when you guys got everyone back in, like things started just going up. And there's a bit of beef going on. Someone swing at Minchella. Someone do it. Go on. Do it. What was my prediction? All hail the king. What was my exact score prediction? I want to say it was 28-6 or 28-8. Here's the video. Okay, my exact score prediction was 28-8, which is doable. Mikey laughing in his face. Shocking. Rugby League movie with Neil Morrissey. Oh, no, I haven't. I've not seen it. All right. No balls. Someone find Jared Warrior Hargreaves and have a punch at him. Go on. Someone do it. No balls. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna see this. Right. Give me a minute, guys. I'm gonna check this sign out again. Oh. That's a quality sign, that. That is quality. That is actually great. That's a great sign. That is brilliant. There's now a Dejan Assi in centre field. Pops up to Atkin or out the back. Launched it over the top. Senior. Across to Sim. Around Mikey Lewis. Just about, but he's brought down near the touchline. Back towards the middle now with Sini. Then to Singleton. Straight into Leyland. Gets an offload for Amon. It's a decent offload there. Amon shifting. Horn. Not Amon. Horn. Nailed it first time. Idiot. Atkin right at the sticks. Goes left to Westerman. Then across to Dejan Assi. They had... Oh, I think they had the space. All the time you have to leave a space. What they mess up. Rob, has it ever been a penalty? Has what ever been a penalty? I think Amon is playing against a team he's apparently going to. Yeah, Amon, he is. He certainly is. I suppose there's probably something in the rules that state that if a referee feels like a player is taking control away from them, they can do. I suppose. It's... I was going to say it's not uncommon. It is uncommon, but it's not... It hasn't not been done before. I think it's probably a better way of putting it. It's still a bit confusing, but it's a better way of putting it. When has laughing been a penalty? I think it's more the instigation. It's like, as Liam Moore said, it's taking control away from him to be able to referee the game like safely and in a sportsmanlike manner, I guess. There's been elements of it in penalties given in the past before, in both NRL and Super League, so I can get it. I can understand it. So it's with May, up towards the 40. Hiku engages the line, stopped just short of the 20. Now with Leyland, back towards the middle on the last with May. Shifts it across to Mikey Lewis. He then kicks towards the back left. Sim goes up, collects it cleanly, just about. Oof, Broadbent. Was he hit in the face there? Maybe by a knee or a foot, possibly. Accidentally, of course. Oof, bit of a cut on his chin. Senior takes it over the 20 for Cass. Every celebration from a penalty can be provocative. I think that's really, really soft. I think I'd have to see it again, Alex. I didn't see like every single bit. So I would have to see it again, mate. With Westerman in centre field. Then to Assi. Trying to get around the outside of May, but gets an offload for... That's Wood, I think. That's a bit of a hospital pass there, but they still have possession. Now towards the 40. Across to Singleton. Atkins switches back to Lawler. Now in centre field, up to halfway. Coming up to 64 minutes, Assi hits the belly of the ball. Plenty of height, could be swinging a little bit, but taken cleanly by Arta Morg. So 64 minutes gone. May hands it off to Davies. Takes it just short of the 40-metre line. It's now with Batchelor. Making a few metres there on that carry. Every team needs a shit house. You might be right. But Leeds are missing one because it used to be Bentley. But he's the Zen monk now, so... Who have they got? But it's now with May. Morg straightens up, takes a carry. Tackled about 25 metres out. Wire technically have Fitzgibbon when he's available. But it would normally be Fitzgibbon. So, I think that's a knock backwards by KR. Recovered by Booth. Fresh set. Booth's about to walk in. But he wants to check it. Fair enough, actually. Fair enough. I think it was knocked backwards by KR, but yeah, it's worth a check. The back rower, yeah. Lachlan Fitzgibbon. He has to check every try, unfortunately. Well, either way, with the catch, if it's off KR, it's backwards. If it's off Castleford, it's forwards. So I think this is going to be a try. All right, that is a try for the Robins. So I'm actually going to give them the conversion because they should get it. 30 points with a kick to come. Should be 32. This is around what I expected roughly as a score. I had 28-8 as the score. Have you seen our next 5 after this game? We've got Leeds away, Wigan home, Hull KR home, Saints away, Wire home again. Wow. That's a bloody tough run. You've got the top 3 in the comp. You've got Saints, who might be on a better path at the moment. You've got Warrington, that with Sneed and Williams might have hopefully developed some kind of partnership by then. So yeah, Saints and Wire could be a good, as of right now, your best bets. Leeds is still a winnable game. So is Wigan and KR. They're not, they're not perfect, but it's going to be very tough. That's true, Alex. You got me there. You've got me there. Right, so we're going to get back underway. 32-0 for the Robins. 66 minutes on the clock. And it's now with Brown with a carry up towards a 10. The ball comes loose. Singleton collects it, and the comeback begins now for the Tigers. Robins fans are shitting themselves. Plays it for Horn. Now with Hill in centre field. Horn just right of the sticks at dummy half. Left to Westerman. Now to Assey. Not much room to work with. Good defensive line speed there from the Robins to shut something down there. Horn now left of the sticks waiting at dummy half. Assey will play this for him with 67 minutes on the clock. Now with Westerman. Then to Atkin, pops up to Lawler, good line. Stop 4 meters short. That was close. A few tackles left to go. Third tackle, Horn. Pops up to Singleton. Just stopped a metre short. Cass looking like they could actually get one here. Horn. Left to Westerman. Then to Assey. Under pressure. They got the numbers though. Wood. Just wrapped up in time. Good recovery from the Robins. Last tackle. Sini. Now with Assey, kicks towards the posts. Senior is there, but so is Mikey Lewis, who bats it over the dead ball line for a goal line dropout. Singleton looks like he owns a par. Interesting. Is French back for winner? I don't know. As far as I'm aware, Seb, he's 50-50. I think he would have been available for Huddersfield, but had a bit of a calf strain, so they didn't want to risk him. So based on that, I would say he's probably 50-50. Singleton. Just a thought, could you add a countdown clock, or would it be too difficult because all the video ref and captain's challenges? There's 2 ways of doing it, Peter. One is I'd have to find an illegal website, or find a website that's illegally streaming the game to show the clock, like the actual live clock. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me just commentate this. And they've given it away. Well done, Cass. Thanks for that. Let me get back to what I was talking about. Anyway, because if I tried to live stream this, like the clock and the tackle count and the scoreboard directly from Sky Sports, it would be a black screen. So I'd have to get it from a website that shouldn't be showing it. If I got a countdown clock, I would have to basically press a button that starts it and stops it. Now, I could get close to the clock, but I couldn't get anything that's exact. So we have 69 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock as of right now. It's possible I could sync it up with a clock from a betting site, because sometimes they show the timer on there. But it's a break for Hull KR. Hiku is going to stroll in. 69.5 minutes on the clock. KR just been too good. Some decent moments from Cass, but KR just been way too good. Do you know what? I might have to commentate that again, because I was a bit late on that. No, I get you, Peter. I absolutely get you. I mean, there's ways of doing it. It's not... There's no perfect way, but I'll have to see. So it's right to May. Out the back to Hiku. Davison cuts back in. All the room in the world to run. Hiku's in support. Walks in. Just walks in. Nicely done. That pass across, like skipping the man and getting it to Hiku, that just opened it up massively. A solid try. Morg to make it 38-0. Oh, great point, Samarito. I keep forgetting. Stay alert for rock, paper, scissors, folks. It's coming. Any second now. I'm going on a shoot, by the way. Okay. Alright. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I'm sure I'll beat one of you. Sure. Finally a win for Samarito. The record improves. Dynamite. If somebody picked Lizard or Spock, it doesn't count. Is that a Friends reference? Ramaman? I'd say a dragon, but it's dead. Oh dear. Hull KR. In centre field now with Hadley. Takes it over the halfway line. Leyland on the left to Mikey Lewis. Plenty of height on this kick. Under pressure. Knocks the ball on. This is why we don't sing watching rugby league games, because shit happens. And it's recovered by the Robins. Only 20 metres out. Mikey Lewis shifting towards the right. So, just less than 20 out. It's right to Hadley, then to May, then to Morg. Pops up to Hiku, across to Davies, in the corner. Clean as you like. The Robins are on again, they hit 40. I'm not even disappointed at Castleford or anything. Like, I think a lot of us expected a dominant win. I'm not even mad at Cass. You just kind of expect it, really, I think. So they hit 40, not 40, they hit 42. With a kick to come. Ever been with a cast lass? I don't think so, LG. I don't think so. Do you recommend? 10 out of 10? Top try scorers, Field on 16, Lewis on 14, Martin on 11, Davies on 10. Alright. What was the score against FC last week? It was 26-12, I think. I think it was the exact opposite of what I predicted. Because I predicted 26-12 to FC. KR nil does 30-0, so yeah. That was not a good day from Lee. That was an awful performance. I remember that. Pretty sure I streamed that, actually. I think. It was not a good day. Twelve out of 10 on fingers. Bring your own bin back, though. Okay. Alright. Wonder how many SIVO would have got this year. Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question, actually. And the kick is... Oh, it's just missed. Just missed. So we've got 5.5 minutes to go. Embarrassing, FC. Embarrassing. So I'm up to 9,079 subscribers. Bloody hell, that State of Origin stream worked like a charm, didn't it? Right then, Hull Kingston Rovers collect the ball on their own try line. They hand it off to Booth, who carries it over the 10 with just 5 minutes to go. Here you have a team of 13, one player. Are you saying one player from each team, or are you saying... What do you mean, Alex? Just so I know. Did you not fancy the under-19 game this morning? Honestly, I didn't even know it was on, to be honest, mate. I don't know any of the players. I wouldn't really be able to comment too much on them. Hadley, in the centre of the field. Pops it up to Tanganoa. Oh, 13 of one. Right, okay, I get you. Alright, let me think about that one. It's with Mikey Lewis in centre field. Last tackle. And that's a mile forward. Get him off the field. Sell him. Get him gone. Never let him play the game again. Not good enough. Red card. I know back in the day, the common shout is Greg Inglis, like in his prime. Inglis in his prime would fill all spots. But today, who would I pick today? Would you have 13 Clearys? Would you have... Is it Super League only? Oh, who would it be? 13 SASAs? Could be 13... 13 Yos, maybe? 13 Totos would be interesting. Super League only. If it's Super League only, I'm leaning towards SASA. Now in centre field with Dejan Assi. Out the back to Atkin. Goes himself. Come on, Cass. Let's go. Come on. Switches back to Senior. Offloads it to Sini. Liam Horn collects from the offload. Now with Hall. Hi, Jay. Good to see you. Singleton. Stopped on the 20. Last tackle. Just less than 3 minutes to go. Right to Atkin. Engage the line. Out the back to Sini. Kicks the ball through. Stopped by Lewis. Kicks it through again. And it's out of bounds. Scared to think he's still to come back for KR. Yeah. God, they've still got Reece Martin to come back. Thing is, Wigan as well. They've already got loads in the forwards, but they've still got Sambu to come back. That's ridiculous. Few East Hull people in the or haters I should say, in the chat. Let's be careful, lads. Let's be careful. Keep it calm. Keep calm. Now over halfway. There's an offload though for Bachelor. Another one there for Morg. Up towards the 30. Is Wade playing this week? I'm not sure, LG. I'll have to check the squads. I'll have a quick look in a minute if he's in the squad. Somebody else might be able to answer that. But up towards the 20. I need to yawn. Don't score, please. A minute and a half to go. Across the Broadbent. Samarito still needs a Mikey Lewis try. Will he get one? We will see. It's now in Mikey Lewis. On the last. Or the fourth, sorry. Offload for Lewis. Hands it off to May. Launches it over the top. Davies towards the corner. Cuts back. Stopped a few metres short. It's with Morg. Now with Lewis. He's going to kick just past the post. Broadbent. As easy as you like. Collects it. Comes down with it. And that's going to be another one for the Robins. They will hit 48. Just been so easy. So easy. So, 46-0 with a kick to come. I've just given them the conversion. The hooter has sounded. Did Wigan announce a squad yet? I know Warrington did, so surely Wigan would have announced theirs by now. Yes, they did. Field, Kieran, Wardle, Marshall, French. French is in the squad. Smith, Havard, O'Neill, Thompson and Sember, Farrell, Ellis, Mago, Byrne, Leeming, Dupree, Hill, Eckersley, Forber, Farrimond, Douglas. So no, Wade is not in the squad, but French is. So that's going to be full time at the Jungle. Wow. In complete control. Whoa, 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 whoa. LG. Simmer down, brother. Simmer down. Whoa. Right then. Trumpet, shall we? Right. What the folks been saying? KL games are so boring. Can you stream? We have better support than you lot. Okay, Jay, let's relax. Let's relax. Leroy lied. Didn't want to see your face. That might be it. Honestly, could be. I'll see him at the Hallowell Jones this weekend. I don't know if he's done any research like on the YouTube or TikTok to see what I look like. He might spot me. If he scores a try right in front of me, I'll celebrate. Go on, Leroy. Go on. Right then, so before I say goodbye, for those that missed it, there will be an interview in a few days' time. So if you have a question, either go to my channel, go to the posts tab, and on the latest post, reply with a question, and the top 5 to 10 most liked questions will be taken from YouTube. And if you want to submit it on TikTok as well, you go to my TikTok, submit it in there, and the top 5 to 10 most liked questions will be submitted. So I've not revealed the person for the... It's not an in-person interview, but it's just like over like Teams or something like that. It's just like this. So it's an actual recorded one is in a few days. So submit your questions either on YouTube on the post tab or on the latest video on my TikTok. I'm wearing this hoodie so you can identify me. But the Q&A for the website with Leroy Cudjoe will be up in a day or two. Thank you very much to Leroy for answering the questions in great detail as well. He really exceeded expectations, because I had no idea what he was going to provide. I didn't know if it would be one-word answers. I didn't know if it would be, maybe a sentence or two. But he's given like a good solid paragraph for each thing. He's gone into detail about stuff, which is greatly appreciated. Cudjoe is the man indeed. Quality. So yeah, I won't say exactly when the recorded interview is. It will be in a couple of days. But yeah, the Q&A with Leroy Cudjoe will be on the website likely tomorrow. Just need to put everything on there, proofread it, make sure I go over it. Maybe give him a chance to check over it, let him have final say, and then it's up. And by the way, I don't know what everyone's, if there's been new questions. They've got to be within reason, all right? So, within reason. Do you pull more birds playing rugby than you did before? I'm not asking that, Samarito. Even if he gets 1 million likes, I'm not asking that. I'm not asking that. What's in reason? Come on, you know what's in reason. Like that is an example of a question that's not in reason. How many babies could you take in one fight? It's better than the one before it, but I'm not asking that. Do people from Huddersfield smell like sardines? Well, I didn't ask Leroy that question, given that he is from Huddersfield himself. But if I ever get, I was going to say if I ever get to smell him, I'll let you know what he smells like. How many times could you slap Lewis before getting bored? Do you want to punch Michael Lewis in the face? I don't think I'll be asking these questions. If I'm honest, I don't think I'll be asking him. So, I'm only 20 subs away from 9,100. Very, very close. These questions are not being asked to Leroy. That's already done. That's already out the way. But if you want to submit questions, make sure you do it on the post tab on the channel or over on the latest TikTok video that I've posted. How many elderies can you run over in one? Who's the most annoying player you've played with and against? Right, well, I'm going to say goodbye, but I'm going to give you one final clue before I go. This player might not want to punch Michael Lewis in the face as he's a former teammate. See ya!